I've been meaning to watch this video called The 7 Levels of Rapper for the last 5 days, and I'm going to watch it now. My name's Sean, Lonegevity, with Bringing Down the Band and the New Old Heads podcast, and this is my Unpacked series where I typically go deeper on New Old Heads segments, but today I'm going to watch The 7 Levels of a Rapper by 𝗕𝗥𝗪𝗓.
Every level of rapping ability explained.
Level 1, trash.
The bottom of the barrel. Artists famous for putting out garbage.
But you can get hit, bitch. And yeah.
This is bottom of the barrel, level 1. Known for putting out trash.
I gotta cut the shit the fuck off.
They can't flow, their voices are annoying, their lyrics are stupid. Just no redeemable qualities whatsoever.
How can you talk about shit stinks?
If you started rapping today with zero experience, you would be better than everyone here.
Punk niggas trying to clown me.
How crazy is that, right?
That makes me think, though. There's bad rappers that are bad, and then there's people that just started that think they're bad. Those are two different things.
Your posture, by the way, you're way too hunched over. I need you to understand, like, these guys are physically incapable of just phoning in.
What is going on with that?
Their trashness just jumps out and
So he's showcased a whole bunch of different types of artists so far.
indiscriminately ruins every song they get near. Back in the day, there was this guy named Birdman, and he used to own legendary label Cash Money Records. But what he was known for the most was ruining tracks with his awful rapping.
Yeah, he was pretty bad. Not the 2K rating. I mean, Ice JJ Fish was a parody rapper. Let's be real.
You either play it as a joke or you just tolerate it for another artist you like.
What the fuck is this nigga doing?
But no one is actually seriously bumping level 1.
Fair.
This nigga is trash. Oh, hell no. You said my verse wasn't hard, nigga. Who the fuck did you think you talking?
So nobody is seriously bumping. Does that mean that Lil B would fall into a level 1 category?
Everything that come out my motherfucking mouth is hard, nigga.
Level 2, bad.
Unlike the level 1 rappers, you can get away with playing level 2 rap in public. Now and then, if you're lucky, you may even get the occasional listenable verse. Still though, their rapping ability is extremely limited, so most of the time they stick to one sound or even one flow. Level 2 includes one-trick ponies like Ice Spice.
Hold on, let me go back real quick, because I want to see who he had judged here for. Because he had like, so the girl boss.
Back in the day, there was this guy named Birdman.
All right, so the girl boss, the artiste, the streets, the pop star, the white guy, the old school. Who's the girl boss? Is that Christian Rock? Is that who that is? I don't know. I don't fully understand the artiste. The streets, I don't know who that. Oh, that's Silk the Shocker. Not available. The Deep, the pop star. I don't know who is that. I don't know who that is. Is that Soulja Boy? The white guy is that Lil Xan, and I think that's Birdman. I probably butchered that. Okay, so he's categorizing this in between 7 different types, and then each level is going to have a different type. Okay.
Bad.
Unlike the level 1 rappers, you can get away with playing level 2 rap in public. Now and then, if you're lucky, you may even get the occasional listenable verse. Still though, their rapping ability is extremely limited, so most of the
Was that Designer?
time they stick to one sound or even one flow. Level 2 includes one-trick ponies like Ice Spice.
I'm a ticket, I know he gon' spend. I'm with Tati and her 30 friend. She a baddie, she know she a 10. She a baddie with her baddie friend. I'm a baddie like fuck how you feel. And I'm thick as I don't miss a meal.
So she dead serious, just keeps making the same song over and over again. Then you have trend chasers like Lil Pump.
Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang. Deros.
Their lack of skill means they often resort to employing gimmicks and internet trends to draw people in. So it's no surprise when they go in and out of style faster than the Yeezy 350s did. Finally, you have people that are just out of touch with the genre, like
Interesting. So, Ice Spice, no idea who the second person is. Tekashi 6ix9ine, No Deep, the pop star. Okay, the white guy, Vanilla Ice, and the old school Will Smith. That's a little disrespectful. That's a little disrespectful to Will Smith, and a little disrespectful to Vanilla Ice even. And to be honest, Tekashi's, even though I don't like him at all, like, he's not a horrible rapper, is he? Maybe I just don't know enough of his music, but the Will Smith is kind of disrespectful, but maybe not. I don't know. Let's see where he's going.
Will Smith, trying desperately to fit in.
This is the bounce back. Watch Will, y'all. This is the bounce back.
Yeah, that's bad. That's really bad. I guess, okay. I'm just going to roll with him because he may be onto something. But I will say Vanilla Ice does get a bad rap, but fair.
Yo, what the fuck is he doing, bro? And the harder they try, the cornier it gets. It's just a never-ending cycle.
Yeah, now this is definitely nah. This may be where this fella Derpy or Dupley, what's his name? Dupley. I don't know how to say your name, but here's what I will say: Shaq had a moment. Shaq can rap. Shaq can absolutely rap. Absolutely can rap. You may look at him and be like, oh, he's Shaq Diesel and all this. No, Shaq can rap. He's got records. He might be the best rapper between him and Dame Lillard of the best like NBA rappers, sports rappers. I feel like I'm forgetting somebody, but
buddy, you've been rich for 25 years. What the fuck are you doing posted up on a corner with a fitted and a fucking varsity jacket? You don't put on some moccasins and a knitted sweater right this instant?
Will does try exceptionally hard, and I think that's probably why I could potentially throw him into that level, but I feel like because Will is still technically challenged. Technically, he is pretty decent at rapping. You know what I mean? He just comes across as pretty corny sometimes, but I wouldn't necessarily consider him bad. I would probably put him in whatever the next one up is, but I guess it depends on like what he actually has said here. But like a level 2 bad old school rapper would be somebody that still raps like the old school. Like if you rap like if you're a 1980s rapper and you still rap like the 1980s, that's where you belong. Like Melly Mel. No, that's horrible. Melly Mel now versus Melly Mel then. I don't know. That's a tough one.
Level 3, mid.
All right, I know these days youngins use the word mid to describe anything ranging from the worst shit they've ever heard to like a 7 out of 10 song, but we're here today to define real mid. Like Tyga, like Moneybagg Yo, like a Travis Scott feature. Not good, not bad, just pure cardboard. Bland rap caviar fodder.
Back that ass. Back that ass.
To me, a lot of these artists would actually, I think naming this stuff mid, like actual middle of the road and not mid as in being ass, is kind of like, these are just different levels of bad but I feel like you just think the vibe's better.
Girl, you look good, make me spend that cash.
Level 3 rap is best suited as background music in any sort of car or function where not offending people is the primary objective. And that quality has made it perfect for Wingstop commercials and annual 2K soundtracks.
Just got paid, I'm flossing. I'm a boss and I hang around bosses.
Are we talking about rappers?
As a result, mid-rap has basically become corporate over the years. That's why you hear it everywhere, but it still has no...
So corporate rap here. So we have Macklemore for the deep. I don't know who the streets guy is. I don't even know who the artiste guy is, to be honest. Coyle Ray is the girl boss. The pop star, is that Travis Scott? I don't know what these people look like. I had no idea who the white guy is. Is that the Sugar Hill Gang?
No fan base. I don't know about you, but me personally, I have never met a single Tyga fan. Unlike level 2, mid-rappers might actually have more than one flow, some like surface level wordplay.
Count on some money, then smoke me a plant. This shit got me higher than John Morant.
You might even get a 9 on me like Rajon Rondo, 30 on me like Steph Curry, 33 on me like Scottie Pippen. We can just keep going like this.
Filler bars galore.
Ballin' like I'm in the NBA.
Like, come on, bro. And people are gonna get mad that I'm putting Travis in this category. But remember, bro, we're basing this off pure...
Travis belongs in here, though.
...rapping ability, and I don't know. Name one Travis Scott bar right now. You can't do it, right? Because truth be told, stripped of its blockbuster sound, Travis Scott's rapping is just bland and forgettable. I'm sorry, it's the truth. That's why his features never hit. He's not a verse guy, but that's fine. I mean, great artist, mid-rapper. Very important distinction to make for this bit.
Oh God, my God, this should be like God level.
I almost feel like he needs like another level for bad. Like calling these people kind of not bad rappers is kind of a problem. Like these people are bad rappers. And if that's the case, Macklemore doesn't need to, but Macklemore's actually, all things considered, he's not a mid-tier rapper. I'm not a Macklemore fan, but like, I think that's a reach.
This nigga is
Alright, up until this point, it's been all shits and giggles. Time to start making people mad.
Level 4. Okay.
In here, we will begin talking about respected rappers. Some of them may even be your favorite. Level 4 is full of what I like to call elevated mid. I'm trademarking that, don't steal it, please. What separates it from normal mid is that these guys may have the ability to get introspective on a track, or bust like a fast flow, or like an impressive rhyme scheme. And because of this, they enjoy great amounts of respect from casuals who can't really distinguish them from the higher levels.
Yeah, it was stupid. No, who are your favorite artists? You listen to hip hop?
Yeah, have you guys heard of Joyner Lucas?
And also old heads thirsty for the tiniest drop of lyricism in the mainstream. Might as well be level 7. It's all the same to them. They heard that Jack Harlow album. They were like, shit, this is real rap.
Wait, did they call Big Sean old school?
He's bringing it back. 𝗕𝗥𝗡𝗚 popped off and they were like,
how old is this kid?
Son, where'd you find this?
Now I ride with a pay chauffeur, cause I'm way dope, I better stay sober. I paint pictures, you a Crayola.
They heard Big Sean and said,
Yeah, he's top 3.
I've been backstabbed and laughed at. We gon' see who get the fucking last laugh that we do them on up.
I think Drake could probably belong where Big Sean is here. I would say Drake belongs in there. Big Sean's a step above Drake when it comes to that.
when in reality, these guys are decent, you know? That's a
Oh, that's Fabulous. That's not Big Sean.
Even still, they usually end up forming deep connections with their audience and manage to stay relevant.
All right. Meg the Stallion, ASAP Rocky, The Streets. Who is that? I don't know who that is. He's Lil Baby. He's one of the babies, right? 𝗕𝗥𝗓𝗓, Big Sean, Jack Harlow, and Fabulous. Meg, I agree with. Rocky, I agree with. I can't really speak on this. I don't really listen to whoever that is. 𝗕𝗥𝗓𝗓, I think that's low for the deep. Now, granted, obviously, maybe this is showcasing the bias that I have for people that actually care about writing. That's possible, based upon what he's doing here. But I will say that I've never been like supremely impressed by 𝗕𝗥𝗓𝗓, although he does make really good music. Popstar, I'm standing by. Drake needs to either be this one, probably needs to be this one here. But I would also say that I've also interchanged Fabulous and Big Sean before in the past. So I feel like those two could be, maybe they do belong together in that particular way. Jack Harlow being in this position. Yeah, I can see that as well. Fabulous, maybe you weren't outside when Fabulous was doing his thing, but maybe. We'll see what else he's got.
For over 10 years in some cases.
Level 5. Good.
Everyone from this level on can rap. Whether you love them or hate them, their skill is undeniable. They can carry their own against almost anyone. Almost. Level 5 has wordplay, entendres, and storytelling for days. They enjoy respect amongst most people in the industry, but still fall short with those rap purists and hardcore hip-hop fans who just refuse to buy into the hype, you know? To them, they're just okay. They're hating. This is probably the most varied group on here, as you can see level 5s in every corner of the genre, including...
So we got Nicki, Ye, Drake, Wale, DMX, Mac Miller, and LL Cool J. The old school one is always interesting. It's kind of hard to discuss because it kind of depends on like which version of LL are we talking about. You know, if we're talking about modern LL, maybe mixture, but if we're talking about just old school LL, like just old school LL, like if we're talking about his whole, maybe he could almost swap places with Fabulous maybe. But if we're talking about his peak, then okay. Mac Miller, I'd give that. He's good, but he's not the super duper greatest rapper of all time, but he makes really good music. Drake makes very good pop music. He can rap good when he wants to. Wale's kind of the same. DMX, yeah, kind of the same. Kanye, I generally, I can agree with this, I guess, you know, but I'd be very curious who's higher on the girl boss areas. I'd be very curious who's higher on the pop star areas as well. You know, now that I think about it, because. But yeah, okay.
Two, young guys who rap over Alchemist beats, golden age pioneers, blog era lyricists, bling era pop stars.
I feel the pressure under more scrutiny, and what I do, act more stupidly.
Again, Kanye, generational artist, good rapper. You may be wondering, well, why?
He had his moments though. I feel like he belongs in that area simply because of who I know who is potentially like above him.
Can a guy like Drake be level 6? You know, he can rap. Allow me to demonstrate.
I'm used to seeing tears drop over enormous meals. The restaurant clears out faint echoes of Lauryn Hill.
See, it's like all the aesthetics are there, you know? He gets the cadence right, conductor beat. But if you dive any deeper, you just start hearing shit like this.
Oh, so many checks owed, I feel Czechoslovakia, nigga, what the fuck?
What? He said that shit like it was so tough too. Like, to me, Drake's lyrical bag feels like that one scene in that James Franco movie where they go to North Korea and they see like a beautiful grocery store.
Yep, guess no one's hungry here after all.
But later in the movie, upon further inspection, they find out it was all just like a cardboard cutout. You know?
Isn't that like what I've been saying in this Unpacked series constantly? I mean, it's true. We all know it. We all know it.
And it was all in like 2D. That's what lyrical Drake feels like. North Korea grocery store.
Like, he can rap. He can check the boxes.
The point I'm trying to make is that even though a lot of these guys seem stellar at first, they're just missing that one piece that will make them great. DMX lacks technical ability. Drake is extremely shallow, so he lacks depth. Chance is corny. So it's like just like
Chance has his corny moments, but he also has his moments where he's not corny and when he can do it. But it's still, I think Chance probably belongs there.
They had this one thing they could easily be.
Level 6, great.
And suddenly we get a lot less mainstream, and for a good reason. I mean, some of these guys rap so good, nobody even wants to hear that shit. Zero compromises are made here. The rapping is intricate, the lesson is inevitable, the youngins are bored. This is not aux music. At this level, the rapping just demands.
Wait, did he say this is not awesome music?
Demands your attention. It can't just fade off into the background.
Hold on.
Anymore.
Did he say that?
The rapping just demands your bored. This is not aux music. At this lesson is inevitable. The youngins are bored. This is not aux music. At this level, the rapping just demands
awesome?
your attention.
Aux music?
Just
I don't know.
Fade off into the background anymore.
Like slow down, come back even faster out. Then switch gears again, do a different type of speed. Halfway through that, switch gears again, do a different type of speed. And this is what he's so good at. That's why these flows sound so off kilter, and yet he never loses his timing.
There are some exceptions though. I'm talking about Prime Wayne, Cole.
No. Wayne needs to be, no. Wayne's too high.
Maybe.
Wayne is too high. Wayne is exactly the same as Drake in that particular type of manner. Where do you put him at though? I think he's in the, man, no, Wayne's too high.
I don't know about aux. I don't know about aux with Cole.
Maybe he was saying aux. Maybe he wasn't saying, okay.
Contradiction, my description, off the top magician.
Like, we're not comparing J. Cole and Lil Wayne. No.
Positions, not fiction, shit it in the competitions, pot the piss and go.
Level 6s have the ability to wash any rapper in the world on the right day. Their name commands instant respect from real hip-hop fans across the globe. And even though they rarely go mainstream, they often end up staying relevant in the underground through multiple decades and end up inspiring.
Who's that, Lil Sims, I think? The artiste, MF Doom, okay. The Streets. Okay, Prime Wayne. Okay, so he's clarifying it. So I would maybe give that to. I would maybe give you that. The Deep, Common, the Pop Star, J. Cole, the White Guy, 𝗕𝗓𝗪𝗏, and the Old School Rakim. Interesting. I wonder who you're going to put as a white guy. Oh, you're going to put Eminem. He's going to put Eminem above 𝗕𝗓𝗪𝗏. I see. Fair. I think that's Lil Sims. I feel like I might need to look up her face, but I don't know if I would put her this high. Like, I feel like Rhapsody fits in here, but I guess they're similar artists. For the Streets, though, too, I mean, you could put Scarface, but all the Scarface could be on the one above this as well. You know what I mean? We still haven't seen Andre 3000. We still haven't seen Big Boy. We still haven't seen, obviously, Kendrick's probably going to be the pop star, I'm guessing. Lupe Fiasco's got to be in the next one. Black Thought has got to be in the next one. We haven't seen Cool G Rap. We haven't seen Nas. There's a lot of people that we like haven't seen yet. You know what I mean? And maybe he just didn't put them up on the screen, but yeah, let's see where we're going here.
Guys like MF Doom, like Common, like Rakim.
I mean, Rakim's the blueprint, so.
And Rakim is really a good example of why some level 6s fall short of the top. Rapping is like a sport, and as the years go by, people learn from pioneers and become better, taking the craft of rapping to higher heights. So even though Rakim's rapping incredibly sounds still fresh 40 years later, he's naturally been outmatched by people who have taken his style and built upon it, taking rap global with better storytelling, more vivid imagery, and more of an expressive cadence. The same applies for many others on this level, who were also once
Level 7, GOAT.
GOAT rappers are extremely rare and come by once in a
There we go.
generation.
And bevel rap on a doctorate level, so F. Scott Fitzgerald. Maybe I'm the new Rakim, maybe I'm Fat Barrel. Undergarments of armor be my.
So we did the GOAT. We did our best rappers of all time list on the New Old Heads, and number one on our collective list. We had a criteria. Maybe I'll throw it on the screen, but we built over 10 episodes. We built an entire criteria. Now, granted, this is like 6 years ago, so we could probably update it, but it was like we ranked everything based upon a 1 to 10, based upon I think 9 or 10 different categories. There were 5 of us that contributed to it. We took our collective scores and we combined. Overall, Black Thought was ranked the top. I think Andre 3000 was in the top 5. Jay-Z was in the top 5. I forget who else was in. I'll pull it up on the screen so you can kind of see, so you can argue with us. But you're looking at a GOAT.
Intimate apparel, pre-Kardashian, Kanye.
They have the ability to do everything at an elite level. It's like they see rap in 4D. They can go complex, they can simplify, they're good in the underground, good in the mainstream, just masters at their craft. They sound completely unique and their voices are instantly recognizable to the point where nobody can really even copy them, even if they tried their hardest.
Yeah.
I haven't seen one person replicate the mesmerizing flows of
Andre 3K.
the monumental presence of a Jay-Z.
When you knew what the plan was, I had it laid out for you knew what the plan was. 300 mil later, now you
The
understand.
unlimited depth of a Kendrick Lamar.
I can see the evil, I can tell it. I know it's illegal. I don't think about it. I deposit every other zero. Thinking of my partner, put the
I
candy.
need you guys to understand, bro. I know hating Kendrick is cool now because he's super mainstream and popular these days.
But he is that guy. He is that guy.
But here's the thing. He's just the best. And it's not even really close.
He's actually, and we made this argument on the New Old Heads podcast, as we claim he's very possibly the greatest of all time.
He just has everything. There's no weakness. His bag is too deep. And how could I go the whole video without mentioning Prime Eminem? Emphasis on the prime.
Nah, I would never diss my own mama just to get recognition. Take a second to listen. Who you think this record is dissing?
Hey.
You can't like go against him. Like when it comes to just talking about Eminem being able to rap, he is elite. But I'm never listening to that shit.
Hey, we got one. We got us one. Shit, this is timeless excellence, unchallenged by any critic or detractor. In 100 years, when the history of hip-hop will be entrenched
Tupac's too high
in school textbooks, these guys are gonna be the first ones mentioned. If you wanna find out what makes hip-hop so great,
the overweight. Okay, so he's just coming up with some stuff here. The artiste, the streets, the deep, new gen, white guy, old school. I know it's very easy to compare Tupac and Biggie together, but if we're talking about strictly from a rap standpoint, I don't know. And also, Big Boy gets disrespected on a regular basis. Scarface not being mentioned. Scarface is one of the greatest. Redman is one of the greatest. These are guys that should probably be in here as well. And maybe they could be, you know what I mean? But I would say even further, I would absolutely take Tupac off, make Biggie the, if we're talking about straight lyricism, we're talking about rapping, that's Biggie. And then Lupe Fiasco has to be on here. Like, if you do not have Lupe Fiasco on the greatest of all time list, it's a big miss. I think another big miss is Royce da 5'9" not being on here when it comes to this particular thing. But yeah.
and popular, start by listening to one of them rap. You'll be a fan soon enough. But if you already are a fan of rap, it's time to find out what kind of fan you are. There's 7 types, and you're certainly one of them.
It's a cool video. I mean, all things considered, like everybody has their opinion, but generally speaking, like, nah, man, Lupe's got to be in the GOAT category. There's not a better lyricist. There's not a more intricate rhymer that exists than Lupe Fiasco in the particular manner that he has. You could honestly make the argument for A$AP Rock to be above Eminem outside of just his pop cultureness and his relevancy, but I would stick to Prime Eminem in general being there. But I would say overall, Dupley, whatever, however you say his name, I think he did a pretty decent job with this video. So I think this is a pretty cool video. I think it's a pretty decent breakdown, all things considered. He seemed to have done a lot of his research that he needed to be doing, needed to have been done. But when you do stuff like this, you're inherently always going to make mistakes, and you're inherently always going to have people like me, and I'm guessing all the other people that are reacting to it and commenting about it that are going to also disagree with him as well. But I think he did a pretty good job overall with this video. So, man, I'm sitting here trying to think like if there's anybody else that I think that he like legitimately missed. Let's see what we got here. Let's go to the GOAT page. Let's see who we have here. Black Thought, Andre, Jay-Z, Biggie, Nas, Kendrick, Common, Rakim, Scarface, Royce, Ghostface. Ghostface belongs on there somewhere. KRS-One, Cool G Rap, Tupac, Fonte. He's my favorite rapper of all time. Big Pun, Q-Tip, Big Boy, Redman, Busta Rhymes, and there's more on here if you want to check it out. But yeah, man, Pharoah Monch. Anyways, I could go on forever. This has been my Unpacked series. I do this typically on New Old Heads segments, but today we did this on this Dupli video. And until next time, if you want to become a member of the New Old Heads, it's patreon.com/newoldheads. You can become a free member or become a $5 member and get all of our uncut episodes. So until next time, peace.